Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nadisha. One of the ways that God speaks to me is through songs, and the song today is Easy on Me by Adele. If you're here, this message is about your kingdom spouse, kingdom marriages. It's so funny. Months ago, actually, my daughter woke up and was singing this song. I've never even heard it before, and I was like, what are you singing and who is that by? I felt connected to it, and I was like, okay, who's singing, who's that? And she told me. When she told me who it was, I looked it up immediately, and then it was just like, I don't know, like I got it, but I didn't really get it. I didn't really understood how it related to kingdom marriages, and then so I kind of put it on the back burner, and then weeks later it kind of came back to me, and then I put it back on the back burner, and then now it came back to me, and now listen, man, I couldn't stop writing. It was just writing. I couldn't, like the revelations were just flowing and flowing and flowing and flowing, and it just goes to show you that, like, months ago I just wasn't ready. I just wasn't mentally ready and spiritually ready for the song, and now I am. It's like, this is the time. So anyways, Easy on Me by Adele. It says, there ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim when I am drowning in this silence. Baby, let me in. Okay. It says, there ain't no gold in this river that I've been washing my hands in forever. Like, what this means is, like, your person felt like every direction they went didn't produce anything good. It says, like, they feel like you're always coming up short. You're always coming up empty, just everything they tried just kind of led to, like, a dead end, they never felt like they scored. They never felt like they bore any fruit, any good fruit. You know what I mean? They always just felt like they were coming up short. It says, I know there is hope in these waters, but I can't bring myself to swim. Okay? So, like, secretly, this almost like, if they were like a complainer, secretly they felt that there was hope. They felt like there is a better way. There is a better way. But they can't bring themselves to swim. They knew that it's like the quote says, in order to have something that you've never gotten, you have to do something you've never done. Okay? And they just needed to make decisions that they've never made before, and that requires courage. It says, but I can't bring myself to swim. Yeah, that requires diving in, and trusting that God has your back, trusting that He's going to take care of you if you make this decision, if you take this risk. It says, when I'm drowning in this silence, baby, let me in. Some of you guys are not communicating with your person at all, and that is killing them softly. That's a song. Killing me softly. All right. Yes. So the silence, because maybe God has not told you to communicate with this person, told you to just, like, leave it in His hands, God's hands, and not hearing from you is killing them. Okay? It says, when I'm drowning in this silence, baby, let me in. So they would love if you could reach out. They would love for you to communicate. They would love for you to really just, you express how you feel, but, like, go with God's leading, guys. Go with God's leading and do what what he tells you to do. You know, it says, go easy on me, baby. I was still a child. Didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I had no time to choose what I chose to do. So go easy on me. You know, I don't know. This is kind of like a sad song. It's kind of like a sad song, but yeah. It says, "Go easy on me, baby." You know, don't be too harsh with your judgments. Like the "go easy on me, baby." Like when your prodigal comes back, they don't want you to be too harsh. And I've mentioned this in some of my videos where God was like, "Fix your face." Don't be like, okay, so, yeah, yeah. So for some of you guys, God has told you to fix your face, you know. So yeah, when they return to you, like, no judgment, no harsh judgment. You know what I mean? It says, I was still a child, didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. You know, something happened in their childhood, you know, and this message, it is not for everybody, you know, but something happened in their childhood, and like some form of childhood trauma, you know, and you know they felt like they were robbed of their childhood, you know, they felt like they were robbed of their innocence, you know. And it just kind of shaped the person they became. And mind you, I'm not condoning bad behavior. I'm not condoning toxicity. I'm not condoning none of that stuff. You know, we all have to learn. We all have to grow. And we all have to make the things that happen to us in our life make us better, not bitter. You know what I mean? But it's like whatever happened in early childhood really shaped their adulthood, you know. It says, I had no time to choose what I chose to do, so go easy on me, you know. So I don't know how the separation happened for you guys. It's so different for so many of you guys, why you guys separated, but they probably felt like they really didn't have a choice. They felt like they had to do what they needed to do to survive, to kind of like get ahead, you know, get by, you know. And they probably felt a lot of pressure from family and friends to just do certain things that whether they thought it was a good idea or not, you know. What was my notes? Okay. Yeah, so it says go easy on me. So yeah, like, you know what? Like they're, you know, just saying, you know, despite all that, just don't be so critical. Don't be so harsh. Don't be so harsh on me, you know. It says there ain't no room for things to change when we are both so deeply stuck in our ways. You can't deny how hard I've tried. I changed who I was to put you both first, but now I give up. You know, you guys are probably two really strong-minded and strong-willed and very stubborn people. You know, and I mentioned this before, you and your spouse is a lot alike, okay? And yeah, it's like nothing is gonna change if you guys are like stuck in your ways. You know, if you're not vulnerable with each other, it's like this union is just not gonna work. You know, so you're gonna have to learn to, both of you guys are gonna have to learn to put your guards down and be vulnerable with each other, and really communicate well, you know, in order for this union to work. It says, you can't deny how hard I have tried. I changed who I was to put you both first, you know. So your person actually probably think that they've done a lot of work in regards to, changing themselves and making progress, but they probably don't think that you appreciated it. You probably overlooked it, or it probably wasn't enough for you, and you kind of like disregarded it. And they probably felt like, well, I tried to change for you, but you did not appreciate it. And they probably gave up, and maybe that's why they ran away. Maybe that's why they ran to another situation. Because they felt like whatever they were giving to you just was not enough. It says, I had good intentions and the highest hopes, but I know right now that probably doesn't even show. You know, yeah, like they had good intentions and they probably had really high hopes for the relationship, but like they're probably like, well, if you're looking at how things went down, it probably doesn't show that I had good intentions. It probably doesn't show that I wasn't trying to hurt you, but I really wasn't. I really wasn't. And for you guys who never dated your person, they probably really had like daydream of what the union would look like, and how you guys would be in your marriage, and they probably just never told you how they felt. They probably never showed their feelings, and you just had no idea. You had no idea. When you guys union come together, you guys are gonna have a lot of things to discuss, all right? But as long as you're vulnerable with each other, and as long as you know how to communicate well, you can get through this. But yeah, the prodigals are coming. God is doing a work with kingdom marriages. He really is, because he has a plan for his people, and he wants to join his people together so you guys can do his will on this earth. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and I'll see you in my next video.